people believe that walking more is the key to staying healthy after 70. But what if I told you that doctors are now warning against it? Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's your only form of exercise, you could be making a mistake that's accelerating your aging process instead of speeding it up. The truth is, as you get older, your body needs more than just walking to stay strong. Keep your balance and protect your knees. Skipping out on walking too much while ignoring other essential forms of movement can lead to muscle loss, joint stress, and even a higher risk of falling. That's why experts now say that after 70, you should walk less and focus on these 5 things instead. Because they're the real secret to maintaining strength, energy, and independence well into your later years. In this video, we'll turn off the 5 key areas you should prioritize over walking. These simple changes can improve your mobility, protect your joints, and even add years to your life. Stick with me until the end, because this last one is something that almost no one talks about, but it plays a big role in your longevity. Before we get started, if you haven't already, I recommend that you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you liked this video, please leave a 1 in the comments. If you didn't like it, leave a 0 in the comments to let me know so I can make better videos for you. Now, let's get started. Strength training to preserve muscle mass. Walking is a great way to stay mobile, but if it's the only thing you're doing, you could be setting yourself up for muscle loss. After age 70, sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass, becomes one of the biggest threats to independence. The problem is that walking alone doesn't do much to build muscle. First, it engages your lower body and, as of yet, doesn't provide the kind of resistance your muscles need to stay strong. That's why doctors now recommend that after age 70, strength training should be a top priority, because it directly counteracts muscle loss, improves your balance, and keeps you strong enough to prevent injuries and falls. If you can still carry a heavy bag of groceries without struggling, get up from a chair without using your hands, or open a dinner with comfort, it's a good sign that your muscles are still working well. But if you've noticed that these simple tasks feel harder than they used to, it's probably because your muscles are gradually getting smaller, even if you don't realize it. And the reality is that if you don't actively work to maintain your strength, your body will start to lose it. Take someone like Robert, 74 years old. He used to walk every day, thinking that was enough to keep him healthy. But one day he noticed that he was struggling to lift a chair that used to feel brilliant. He also noticed that getting up from dinner felt harder than before. At first, he blamed it on his actions, but then his doctor explained that muscle loss wasn't just something that happened. He said it was something that happened faster if you didn't challenge your muscles. So he started adding basic strength exercises to his routine, slow resistance bands, weighted squats, and simple abdominal movements. Within a few months, he noticed a big difference. He felt stronger, more stable, and even had more energy throughout the day. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing weight exercises like squats or pull-ups, or even lifting household objects. The key is progressive resistance, challenging your muscles enough to keep them active and engaged. And the benefits go far beyond just strength. Studies show that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to longer life expectancy, better mobility, and even better brain health. If you want to test where your strength is right now, try sitting in a chair and lifting without using your hands. If you can do it easily, that's a great sign. If you struggle, it may be time to start focusing on rebuilding your strength. And the good news is that it's never too late. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve your weight, and keep you independent for years to come. So if you're someone who still relies solely on walking for exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle is the key to longevity. And after 70 years, it's one of the most important things you can protect. If you're still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on. 2 balance and stability exercises to prevent loss. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't always improve your balance. And this is something most people don't realize until it's too late. After age 70, preventing loss becomes one of the most important aspects of staying healthy and independent. Losses are a leading cause of serious injuries in older adults. And many losses happen not because of weak legs, but because of poor balance. If you're not actively training your balance, you could be dramatically increasing your risk of weak legs, slips, and dangerous losses. You might think that you've been walking your entire life, so your balance must be fine. But balance isn't something that gets strong automatically. It's something that gradually declines unless you actively work on it. Walking doesn't challenge the small stability muscles in your feet, legs, and core the way that specific balance exercises do. And if your balance is depleted, even a small mistake can lead to a loss that takes months, or even years, to recover from. Think about the last time you sat on one foot while lifting a bag or trying to reach something on a high screen. Did you feel steady, or did you have to grab something? Many people don't realize their balance is slipping until they experience a near miss. One that leaves them crouched and cautious with each step. That's what happened to someone like Edward, 76. He was always active, but one day, as he was coming out of a curve, his foot landed at an awkward angle and he suddenly lost his balance. He stumbled just in time, but that moment made him realize how vulnerable he had become. His doctor told him that simple balance exercises, such as standing on one foot, shifting his weight from side to side and practicing controlled movements, could help rebuild his stability. Within weeks, he noticed he felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his movements. Balance exercises don't require a gym or special equipment. Simple movements, such as standing on one foot, walking leg to leg in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight-bearing movements can dramatically improve your stability. And the benefits go beyond just preventing falls. Better balance means better posture, stronger reflexes, and even better coordination, making every movement feel more effortless and controlled. If you want to test your balance, try standing near a table for safety and lifting one foot off the floor. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If it feels easy, that's a great sign. If you struggle, it's a sign that your balance may need some work. And the sooner you start, the better. Balance is one of those things you don't think about until it's too late, but practicing it now can keep you strong and independent for years to come. So if you're focusing solely on walking, it's time to start prioritizing balance, because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay active, it's to train your body to stay steady. 3 Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep your knees healthy. Walking may keep your feet moving, but it doesn't do much for flexibility, and that's something that becomes critically important after 70. Over time, your knees naturally strain, your range of motion decreases, and movements that once felt desperate can start to feel restricted. If you've noticed that turning your head feels firmer than it used to, or that turning your head isn't as easy as it used to be, that's a sign that your flexibility is declining. And as your mobility starts to decline, so does your independence. The problem is that many people don't realize how important mobility is until they start to lose it. Walking alone doesn't fully develop your muscles, nor does it engage all the different modes of movement your knees need to stay functional. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, spending time on flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active, because it's what allows you to continue doing daily activities without feeling uneasy or stressed. Think about the last time you reached for something on the seat of your car or tried to put on a shirt. Did it feel soft, or did you notice stress? Many people ignore these small changes, thinking they're just part of the process. But what's really happening is that the muscles and tissues connected to them are getting strained over time, gradually reducing flexibility. That's exactly what happened to someone like Walter, 78. He still walked every day, but over time, he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning felt firmer than before. When he reached for something on the floor, he had to move his knees more than usual. His doctor told him that the loss of mobility wasn't just about getting older. It was about not using his knees to their full range of motion. So he started incorporating gentle stretches, controlled movements, and knee exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt smoother, more comfortable, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises don't mean sitting down and touching your toes for 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga-inspired movements can make a difference. Simple activities like neck rolls, leg stretches, or knee circles help keep your knees lubricated and pain-free. And the benefits go beyond just feeling less stiff. More flexibility means fewer aches and pains, better circulation, better posture, and even a lower risk of falling. If you want to test your flexibility, try standing up straight and turning your head as far as possible to one side, then the other. Does it feel smooth, or does it feel typical? If you notice restrictions, it's a sign that your flexibility is decreasing, and now's the time to do something about it. Loss of mobility is not inevitable. With just a few minutes a day of focused exercise, you can keep your body looking younger, more mobile, and pain-free for years to come. So if walking is your primary form of exercise, it's time to start focusing on flexibility, too. Keeping your knees straight and your movement smooth is one of the most important things you can do to stay active and independent after 70. If you're still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on. 4 body and posture exercises to protect your mirror. Walking may keep your knees moving, but it doesn't do much for your core strength or posture, and these are 2 things that become critical after 70. A strong body isn't just about toned legs, it's about maintaining stability, preventing neck pain, and ensuring your mirror stays aligned as you move. If your body is weak, you may start to feel disorientation in your lower neck, problems with balance, or a tendency to point forward when you walk, all of which can increase your risk of falls and knee pain over time. Most people don't realize how important postural strength is until they start to experience aches and pains that weren't there before. If you've noticed that you're straining more, feeling tightness in your lower neck, or having trouble standing up for long periods, that's a sign that your core muscles aren't doing their job. Walking alone doesn't fully engage the deep stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower neck, which is why doctors recommend that after age 70, body and posture exercises should become a priority. Consider someone like Harold, age 75. He had always been active, but over the years he noticed that his feet were straining forward and his lower neck felt more stressed, even though he walked daily. His doctor explained that his poor posture was putting extra pressure on his chest and knees, leading to chronic stiffness and an increased risk of imbalance. So he began incorporating gentle body activation exercises, such as seated foot pulses, standard posture resets, and abdominal arm curls, into his routine. Within a few weeks, he noticed less neck pain, better posture, and even improved breathing ability. Body exercises don't require a gym or any special equipment. Simple movements, such as standing tall against a wall, engaging your lower feet while sitting, or practicing slow, controlled rotations, can activate the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned. And the benefits go beyond just posture. A strong body means better balance, reduced joint stress, and even better digestion, since your abdominal muscles play a role in supporting your internal organs. If you want to test your core strength, try this. Sit against a wall with your neck flat and your head, legs, and knees touching the surface. Can you hold this position comfortably? Or does it feel like you have to force yourself? If the comfortable position feels unnatural, it's a sign that your posture may need work. And the more you start strengthening your body, the better. Posture and core strength are essential for staying active, avoiding disease, and maintaining a youthful appearance. If you're feeling like you're just getting the strength you need from exercising, it's time to focus on the muscles that actually keep you aligned and strong. 5 low-impact, knee-protecting moves to reduce stress. Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's your only form of movement, it can start to put unnecessary stress on your knees, especially after age 70. As you age, your cartilage breaks down, your knee fluid decreases, and your shock absorption becomes less efficient. That's why many older men start to experience stiff legs, achy legs, or a lack of confidence in their feet, even if they've been active all their lives. The problem isn't necessarily the walking itself, it's that walking alone doesn't provide the knee support your body needs. Many people assume that knee pain is just a natural part of getting older, but in reality, stiffness and a lack of confidence occur more quickly when you're not actively protecting your knees. Walking can sometimes make it worse because it involves repetitive impact on the same knees over and over again. That's why doctors now advise that after age 70, you should walk less and focus more on low-impact movements that strengthen and protect your knees. Think about the last time you completed a long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free? Or have you noticed achy knees, stiffness, or a feeling of distrust? If walking makes you feel sick, it could be a sign that your knees aren't getting the support they need. That's exactly what happened to someone like Raymond, 77. He walked daily, thinking it was the best thing for his health, but over time, his knees began to feel stiff and his lower chest began to hurt. His doctor explained that he needed to reduce the repetitive impact on his knees and start incorporating low-impact movements. He began doing laps, cycles, and flexibility exercises, and within a few weeks, his pain had significantly decreased without having to give up any movement. Knee-friendly movements include activities such as water exercises, cycling, tai chi, or even just chair-based cartwheels. These activities help increase blood flow to the knees, improve lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles without putting undue stress on the sensitive areas. And the benefits go beyond just pain relief. Protecting your knees now ensures better mobility, less stress, and greater ease of movement for years to come. If you want to test how your knees are doing, try sitting in a chair and slowly standing up without using your hands. Notice how your knees and legs feel. Do they move slowly or feel stiff and painful? If there is any discomfort, it is your body telling you that your knees need more care and that switching to low-impact movements can make all the difference. Keeping your knees strong and healthy is about more than just avoiding pain. It is about preserving mobility, protecting your independence, and ensuring that every step you take feels exhilarating rather than painful. If you are focusing solely on the path, it is time to prioritize your knee health and start incorporating movements that help rather than hurt. If you are still watching this video and finding this information valuable, please comment number 5 below to let me know you are here. Now, let's wrap up. Final thoughts. Sisters and brothers, as we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on these 5 priorities. If you're relying solely on walking for exercise, you may not realize how much more your body needs than just steps to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free. After 70, your focus should shift to protecting muscle mass, improving your balance, increasing flexibility, strengthening your core, and reducing joint strain. These are the things that will truly keep you active and independent for years to come. Many people assume that taking action means slowing down, but the truth is that your body is still capable of improving at any age. Whether you need to work on your strength, balance, flexibility, or posture, small changes can make a big difference in how you move, how you feel, and how long you stay independent. The key is to start now. Strength, balance, and joint health don't decline overnight. They happen gradually. But the good news is that this means you have the power to speed things up or even reverse them. So which of these 5 places do you need to focus most? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, balance, or mobility? We love hearing from you, so leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it to your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create great content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.